Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 2 of Module 1. This is going to be a video that just goes over everything that we have to do in week 2 of Module 1 so that you are all set and ready to go. As I mentioned in my first video on week 1 of Module 1, this really is the structure of our course. You can always expect that every module will be at least 2 weeks. There is one module that is 3, and that I will typically have a video announcement for each week. Sometimes they'll be so short in terms of assignments that maybe it will only be one video, but and so we'll cross that bridge when that comes. But typically plan on having one instructional video to explain each week. So as I pointed out last video, when you come to the start of a new week, click on the instructional video, and that's going to walk you through everything. And you also want to click on the overview of the module. So as mentioned, there's always going to be that overview tab. So this week, our focus is on selecting children's literature. Last week, it was introduction to children's literature. They're 2 separate weeks, so please make sure that you are not getting confused. They are 2 separate things, even though they sound so similar. So selecting children's literature is our focus. And when you click on your introduction tab, you'll see that our focus is Module 1, Week 2, selecting children's literature. This week your reading is only from our course reading under the title Selecting Children's Literature, which is in our Week 2 of Module 1. Once you have completed that reading, you will then be ready to complete your reading organizer. I'm not going to walk us through that because I did walk you through how to complete a reading organizer in week 1. So always remember that reading organizers are due Tuesday of the week of the module. So just expect reading organizer. All reading needs to be done by Tuesday night at 11:59 p.m. and submitted to Canvas. And then the next assignment, this week you have your first reading commentary on the discussion board. So sometimes people refer to these as discussion boards. We call them reading commentaries because we're focusing on commentary of the books that we're reading. So I walked us through the last module on the looking ahead. So if you did view that video, you're already familiar with the fact that we have this library book checklist to help you with your time management. Remember, you have to go to the library for these reading commentaries, and it is kind of a weekly job most of the time. So I have this checklist here to kind of help you stay organized if you want to check out a few weeks at a time. Our focus this week is your favorite book, your favorite children's book. It can be your favorite book as a young child or your favorite children's book now. I'm really just want to know what your favorite book is, so that's where our focus is. So to jump back up here for our assignment this week, it looks like a discussion board because it is. And what you're going to do is review 2 of your favorite children's books. So you must go to the library or have access to books of some sort. So if you have a children's library at home because you have your own children at home or because you live with young children of some sort, then that would be fine. You don't have to go to the library. But if you don't have that access, then the local public library or MCC library upstairs on the Dobson campus, the upstairs is where the children's library section is. It's really, really well put together. There are a lot of exceptional books, and as I mentioned in my previous video, the librarians are very familiar with our course and they can help you. So if you need help, the MCC librarians know exactly what to do. There is a rubric for the reading commentaries. We'll check that out at the end here. So the first step for reviewing the commentary is find 2 of your favorite pieces of children's literature and reread them because I know you've read them before. As you read them, think about what you love about the books. And you are my online students, so you are going to be taking pictures of the books. You can have a selfie of yourself holding up both books, snap. You can just have a picture of 2 books in one picture, that's fine. Or you can have one picture per book. It's up to you. But I do need a photo of the actual book in hand. I will not accept a photo of the book online. So an image of the book is not going to be accepted. It has to be an actual picture that you have taken of your books. If you choose to use a Kindle or an e-reader, I will accept that. I prefer for you to have the book in hand because there's just something so special about holding a book in hand. But if you do use a e-reader, there's a big difference between a photograph of the book online versus a photograph of your e-reader. So take a picture of your e-reader with the actual book loaded into it. And I can tell the difference there. So I will accept that if that's the mode you would like to go. Let me see. You make your initial post. And in your post, you want to include the title and author of the book, the age range that you think the book is appropriate for, a one-sentence summary of the book. So this does not have to be a big, long paragraph, just one sentence. If you need a couple more, that's fine. But just note, it doesn't have to be real drawn out. And then a paragraph describing what takes place in the book without giving too much away. So if we haven't read the book, we might want to go grab it. So don't give all of it away. And then one sentence offering your personal judgment of the book, why you love this book, why it's special to you. And then attach images to show that you've read the book. So that is the images of the book I just referred to. This is all due by Thursday, your initial post. You need to do this part twice. So you're reviewing 2 books. So you're going to include this review that I just went over for 2 books. And then you're going to embed or attach a photo of each of your book or one photo that includes both books. You're also required to respond to 2 peers' posts, but that requirement is not officially due until Sunday. I do not have a separate reminder Dropbox area for your response post because I found over the years it's actually more confusing for students. So I'm asking that you just get into the habit of always remembering that your initial post is due Thursday night and your response to your peers must be done by Sunday. I don't have a requirement of when it's done. You can do it all on Thursday if you want. Everyone should be posting that night, but just know you have till Sunday to post. If you don't respond to your peers, you're going to lose out on points. So this is, let me see, I'm gonna open up the rubric for the reading commentaries. Here we go. So the rubric looks like this. This is a 10-point assignment. 6 points is for your initial post. Post thoroughly addresses the topic. It is well written. It includes proper sentence structure, grammar, and spelling, and it is submitted on time. Then there's 2 points for pictures of the book. You can include one photo that has both books in it. That's fine. But both books have to be included for 2 points. If you only include one book, it's 1 point, and then no books is 0 points. And then your response post to your peers. You need to make 2 by Sunday. Each post is worth 1 point. So if you don't respond to any peers, you're going to automatically get an 8 on your reading commentary. So remember, responding to peers, 1 point per post. The response is relevant and thought-provoking, going beyond the obvious and predictable with examples and details. So this goes beyond, hey, Jenny, I like your post, great job. I want to see more. I want to see a response to what they wrote. Maybe ask them a question or add your own insight. Or maybe you've read that book before and you have your own experience. Or maybe you can't wait to read it. Or you've just read a book so similar that you want to share it. So this should be a nice meaty paragraph. I am not looking for a 3-page novel here, but just a decent response. So in hopes that your peer then responds back to you and we have this really wonderful discussion. This is the same rubric that you will use for all of your reading commentaries, so I will not be going over this again in future videos, but just remember that this is how I grade, and keep in mind those responding to your peers. Okay, so that is the reading commentary for the week. I'm going to jump down here to next, and let's see. And that is it for Module 1. So the only thing due in week 2 of Module 1 is your reading organizer for selecting children's literature and your first reading commentary on your favorite book. Don't forget to submit your reading organizer on Tuesday, make your initial post by Thursday, and don't forget those response posts to your classmates due by Sunday, but can be done anytime. Okay, everybody, so you will have successfully completed Module 1. Module 2 is on illustrations and illustrators and picture books, and that is going to open up on September 2nd. If you have any questions for me, please email me through Canvas. Otherwise, I wish you a fantastic week 2 of Module 1, and I will see you in my next video when we go into Module 2. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Bye-bye.